Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Friday, the 10th of September, comes to you from London. And we see quite a lot of green on the screen today, so that's good news for markets as we get to the end of the week. So we see here that the dollar index is down slightly, but overall it's just holding on to its short-term bullish trend. This is my weekly, daily, and 60-minute charts, long-term, medium-term, and short-term view of the market. And these, of course, are tracker charts with the corresponding point and figure charts. So the moment I click onto another instrument, all my charts change, giving me this multi-time frame view of what's going on. So we're seeing the euro recovering a little bit against that weaker dollar. Sterling sitting at 138.79. It's actually up against the dollar this morning, and it's even up against the euro despite the slower growth numbers. And I guess that's the markets have taken that into their stride on the UK growth numbers, but sterling sitting at 117, holding that stronger position against the euro. Looking at Bitcoin, we are sitting at $46,000. We've struggled to get back above the $50,000 mark. Still looking good long term, but short term we've just seen some bearishness since that fall that we saw in the week. The S&P 500 index was down yesterday, but not really changing the trend position overall. We're just seeing a little bit of a weakening there, but we're up again today on the futures, so it looks like that will be balanced out with today's move. And the Nasdaq future is also up, and the VIX volatility is down to 17, so that's falling back as well. So markets are less fearful. The FTSE future up 1/3%. The DAX in Germany up 1/4%. So we're seeing here short-term bearish, but just holding on there. Japan was up 1.3% overnight, and the Hang Seng recovering most of the losses that we saw the day before. So that's quite key. Japan really running now there. You see that breakout and that move to new highs. So that's looking very strong indeed. Short term, we've seen targets of 3%, 5%, and one as high as 10%. So we've got multiple targets suggesting we go higher. The Chinese market also holding on. Pushing to make new highs there, and the Sensex in India is just little changed, but still looking strong on those longer term charts. And the Aussie market up 0.5%. We'll look at the energy mix in a minute. We're seeing wheat up 1/3% on the soft commodity side, still looking good for a long-term break, but we've just got to break this level of 775 that we saw back in May and August. That is resistance at the moment. Corn is up 0.6%. So we're seeing, having seen the declines there, we are still bearish on the medium and short-term charts. Gold back above $1,800, but really seesawing around this $1,800 level until we make new highs above this sort of 1940 level on gold. It is a hard call. We are holding on to the bullish trend there on the long-term chart, but medium term we are just struggling with some cloud resistance there. Silver sitting at 24.23. This 24 level pretty critical for silver, but also looking bearish there. If we look at copper, we're up 1.5%, holding the long-term trend there, and US 10 yield sitting back at 1.32%. These upside targets into the 170s quite key there. Looking at the energy mix now, Brent crude is actually up 1.7% this morning, so that's the candle there on the daily. This is the 60-minute chart. We are really seesawing around here. We've got a downside target of 68 on the 1-minute chart, 67 on the 60-minute chart, and 57 a big downside target on the daily chart. And of course, we did see this target coming off the chart. So it is still concerning that we are in this territory of the lower high, lower low. That's not stopping most other energy products though. US nat gas sitting at 503. That was the target given back on the 27th of August. That's where we are. And if we look at coal sitting at 125, it's just showing no signs of slowing down. Emissions down this morning by 1%, just slightly. And we're seeing gas markets coming back as well. So energy giving up some of the gains as we head into the weekend. 95.40 on German power. But still looking good for these bigger targets. That's it for today. Have a great weekend. Until Monday, happy charting. See you then.